It's really scary because sometimes you can kind of feel it coming on and and that's when you sit down and take all your proper precautions, but sometimes it just comes out of nowhere.
Imagine being in constant fear of fainting in public. That's the reality for 21-year-old Megan Canavan. The Abbotsford student was recently diagnosed with a chronic condition that causes her to pass out frequently and unexpectedly. But a fall on her way to a doctor's appointment last Thursday was a particularly bad one.
I started to get dizzy and I took a couple seconds standing, and then I remember looking around to see if there's anyone around me. And I don't really remember much after that.
She came to in some nearby dirt and bushes. She doesn't know how long she was out for. She was also bleeding from her forehead, and nobody came by to help.
When I came to consciousness, there were people walking in the parking lot and stuff, and everyone just continued walking.
I would have hoped that with what happened with Megan last week, that somebody would have stopped to help her, that someone would ask if she was okay.
Her family's now advocating for more compassion in the community, especially if you see someone in medical distress.
I hope that in the future, if someone sees somebody collapse on the street, that they stop and ask if they need help, that they are curious as to what's going on, that they don't make assumptions, and that they lend a helping hand.
There's currently no cure for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, or POTS, but she is learning to manage her symptoms and some of the awkward social interactions she's been having as a result.
I mean, right now I have a broken wrist and obviously I have scratches on my face, but if I didn't have that, you really couldn't tell that I was ill. So, like if I'm walking across the street and I walk slower, I usually get people honking their horns or trying to get me to go faster, but I physically can't. So not to judge people, I think, is the main thing that I want people to know, that just because someone looks healthy, it doesn't mean that they are.
Andrea Macpherson, City News.